We're good? Okay. I'm making today lamb ragu, and it's like a bolognese but with lamb, ground lamb instead of ground beef. And what we have to start doing is we've got all of our ingredients. We have 2 pounds of ground lamb. We've got dried oregano, dried red pepper flakes, a can of whole Italian tomatoes, and 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how big they are. What we're going to do is we're going to mash the garlic to get the skin off. I keep the garlic whole so that later on we can fish it out of the sauce and not have to eat garlic, because I don't particularly care for chomping on pieces of garlic. So into the pan, the garlic goes. We're going to have the heat on high. About a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. We don't need a lot because the lamb is very fatty, so we don't need too much of that. So then basically, I'm going to saute the garlic for 3 or 4 minutes just to kind of get it brown. And this is one of those power burners, so it gets really, really hot really quickly. So I'm just going to move that around a little bit. And I'm going to put in about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. You don't have to put that in. If you don't like it hot, you can take it out. You can put more in if you like it hotter. It just depends on, again, its preference. So we're going to get the garlic going. And then you can start to smell it. I'm going to open up the lamb. And you can find ground lamb pretty much at any supermarket. And if you can't find it at the supermarket, you could, either go to a butcher or grind your own lamb if you have one of those attachments on your KitchenAid mixer. So the garlic is going, and I'm going to add the lamb. I'm lowering the heat to medium because I don't want it too hot to splatter.
How much lamb are you adding?
This is 2 pounds.
For about how much pasta?
This is it's a pound of lamb for, about a pound of pasta. So I'm doubling that because we like to have leftovers. It stays really well left over, so it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing to have extra of it. So this is just very simple. We're just, browning the lamb. We don't want it too high.
How much garlic did you put in?
That was 4 cloves altogether. I'm just breaking up the lamb as I saute it. And lamb, we happen to like it. I use lamb to make burgers. I make like a Greek-style hamburger with half lamb and half beef. Or, to make a Greek-style pasta dish with eggplant and things like that. We like to have lamb. Just different from ground beef all the time. Ground beef gets a bit boring. So I'm going to try and jack up the heat here because there's a lot of lamb in this pan. And I keep breaking it up because we want it to brown evenly. It's going to brown pretty quickly. So we're just tossing it around. We have it on about medium to medium-high. Depends on your stove. You want it to be sizzling and actually cooking. You don't want it to sit there and be all cold and have no heat under it. So.
How long should this take to brown?
This should take probably about 5 or 6 minutes. So we can do this and get this going and then come back instead of watching me brown it. What do you think? We should pause and come back?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pause and come back. See you in a minute.